Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Electronics. So today we are going to discuss the active and passive components and the difference between them. So in the picture itself you can see the various active and passive components. So let us see the difference between these two. Now the active components, they consist of diodes, integrated circuits, ICs, MOSFETs, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, JFET, junction field effect transistors, optoelectronics, oscillators and transistors, etc. So this list of the components, they belongs to the active one. And about the passive components, they consist of capacitors, inductors, magnetics, resistors, substrates, and high frequency components, etc. So this is the list for the passive components. The passive components, these devices utilizes power or energy into a circuit. Examples we had already discussed: resistors, capacitors, inductors, transformers, motors, etc. Now the main difference between passive and active component is that passive element stores energy in the form of voltage or current. Okay, here you just have to note down that passive components stores the energy. In case of active, there is some different thing. Okay, so they do not have function provide power gain, whereas active have the power gain. They cannot control the flow of the current. Active devices controls the flow of the current. Passive components do not require any external source to operate in the circuit, whereas active devices or components, they require external source to operate in the circuit. The passive components gain is less than 1, so they can't amplify the signal. But in case of active, their gain is greater than 1, and that's why they can amplify the signal. That means we can increase the strength of the signal. So whatever signal we are getting at the output, that is the amplified signal in case of the active components, but passive components cannot amplify the signal. They are energy acceptor, but active, they are energy donor. And the passive component shows the linear characteristics, means they are following the Ohm's law. Now let us see about active. Active device transforms and injects power or energy into a circuit. Examples are diode, transistor, SCR, ICs, DC generator, current and voltage sources, etc. Active element produces energy in the form of voltage or current. Now, as I told you, passive components stores the energy in the form of voltage or current, but the active element, they produces the energy in the form of voltage or current. The active components have function and provide power gain, whereas passive components cannot provide the power gain. And passive components cannot control the flow of current, but active components can control the flow of current. Active components requires an external and conditional source to operate in the circuit. But this is not the condition in case of the passive components. They do not require the external source to operate. Active components have gain more than 1, and that's why they can amplify the signal, which is not possible in case of the passive component because their gain is less than 1. Active components gain is more than 1. Active components are energy donor, passive components are energy acceptor. And that's why they shows the non-linear characteristic. That means they do not follow the Ohm's law. So these are some of the basic differences between that of the active and passive components. I hope that now the difference between these two is very much clear to you all. So hope that you like this video, and if you like it, then please like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you so much.